So you want to start saving money on your light bill? I'm gonna list 5 basic ways to start saving money. Coming up next. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that like button for all your weekly saving money tips. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So you want to save money on your electricity bill. I'm going to list 5 basic ways for you to start saving money. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first step is by simply buying more energy efficient light bulbs. By changing out all your light bulbs, definitely will help out. Now, as far as price wise, you're not really looking at a real big savings, anywhere from $20 to $50. You're maybe looking at about a $5 to $7 savings if you change out all your light bulbs. I want to talk about ceiling fans. Now, ceiling fans are really great to help cool down the house, cool down the room. But since I live in South Texas, most homes do have them, and a lot of us like to leave them on running all day long. This is actually really bad because, one, you're wasting valuable electricity. You're spending more money cooling a room that actually no one's in or no one's even enjoying. So I would recommend, if no one's in the room, definitely turn that fan off. If you leave the house, make sure all the fans are off. You should not have them any running. So tip number 3 is going to be unplugging everything. When I mean everything, I mean unplugging your chargers, phone chargers. Nowadays, a lot of us leave them plugged in. They stay there. Unplugging TVs. If you're not going to be home, unless you don't have your security system plugged in 24 hours, where you're able to watch your Wi-Fi, then your internet should not be even on either. I know it does take some time to reboot and all that, but actually you're wasting more money on the LED lights flashing up than anything else. Now, I know some things are kind of hard to get to sometimes, and these are the things where you really got to think about. Should you maybe put an extension cord and have it somewhere easy access to unplug it, or are you going to deal with it and pay the extra cost? Like, for instance, the lamp right behind me right here is actually plugged in right here. So in an instance like this, it will be definitely hard for me to unplug on an everyday basis. So what I can do, I do actually have a plug on the side of the wall. I can actually run a little extension cord right here and unplug it and plug it and use it as a play and go. It does get annoying a lot, and this is really hard to do because a lot of us too leave little appliances on all the time, meaning coffee makers, toasters, little kitchen items like this. Now, this is still costing us money. Even though it's not being used, anytime it's plugged in, there's actual current still going through it, no matter what. So this is why I'm saying you gotta unplug everything. Now, by doing this, you will see big savings now. Now, number 4. This is what causes all our electricity and light bills go sky high during the summer. It's our AC. Now, our AC, our air conditioner, is running 24/7, especially like I said here in Texas. It gets really hot. It's hot 10 months out the year. So I mean hot, like in the high 90s, low hundreds, with about 50 to 30% chance of humidity. I mean, it's really sticky out here. So we leave our ACs on all day long. These ACs do not stop. Now, it's really hard to turn off the AC in the midsummer, come home to a very hot house. I've done it before. I have seen a lot of savings before when I did this, but it's being really uncomfortable though. As soon as you walk in, it's really, really uncomfortable. Depending how hot it is and how your house is and what kind of area it is, if the sun's hitting you, how it's gonna be, it could be unbearable sometimes. So I will recommend, if you don't mind coming home to a very hot house, by all means, turn off the AC. You will see big savings when you leave the house. I'm talking about a little savings. I'm talking about a big savings, anywhere from like $30 to $60 a month. And if you don't believe me, try it out for yourself, and you could really see how big of a savings. Now, the second choice I was gonna say about the AC is sitting at a high temperature. Now, I'm not talking high where, well, 75 is high for us. No, I'm talking about maybe like high 78, 79s, where it's bearable to come in. It's still a little warm, but it's not too bad. So this way, when you lower it down, it kicks in and it cools right away. So since we're still on the air conditioner subject, I want to talk about getting it serviced. Now, getting it serviced once a year is really good for your AC. for many reasons. One, you're making sure you're taking care of it. It's just like a car, you know, especially AC runs longer than a car would. So you want to make sure you are doing the proper maintenance for it, meaning you're replacing your air filters inside the house, you're getting everything clean on the actual big compressor outside, making sure all the vents are clean. Now, by you doing this once a year, of course, you should be doing it twice a year at least, but you doing it once a year helps you save a little bit more money because now it's going to run more efficiently, and you get to see the wear and tear of it, to see what kind of maintenance you're going to have to be doing. If there's any parts that needs to be replaced soon, you are more aware about it than being surprised. Tip number 5. Now, this tip kind of goes along with the air conditioning unit. Now, the reason why I'm saying that, I'm talking about installation here. Now, it's not installation for your walls, where the pink stuff. No, I'm actually talking about doorway installations and window installations. Now, not talking about putting them in there to the actual home. I'm talking about little filters that help block out all the little gaps between the doorways, between the windows. Now, by you clogging those and stopping those cracks and filling everything in, will help you save a lot of money. Because let's say you have 2 doorways, front and back. Let's say you have a 1/4 of an inch little gap leading to outside. All right, let's say you have an 1/8 of an inch for all your windows. Now, you put those together, you're about maybe 1 inch or even a little bit more. Now, think about that. So you have 1 inch or more hole coming from your window going out. How much air do you think is be blowing out now? That's gonna be a lot of air. Even though it's not all together, it's all separated, it might not blow as fast, but it's definitely gonna still blow out. And that's money you're wasting out the doorway, literally. And so this is what I'm saying. So go ahead and fill those in. Now, you won't see a big savings from doing this. You might see a low, small savings, anywhere from about $5 to $10, but that's gonna add up. Everything I listed here is gonna add up anywhere to help you save from $40 to about $60 to $80 a month. Alright guys, so I went ahead and listed the 5 basic ways to start saving money on your electricity bill. So other than that, please go ahead and like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.